100% of fiat currencies have failed. Why does that pertain to you? Hell, that pertains to all of us, whether you know it or not. And I like to spend my time always asking people, have they thought about buying silver, buying gold? What have you done to help yourself? See, physical metals preserve your purchasing power. Physical metals are wealth builders over a period of time. They're not a get rich quick scheme thing. They're things that you can invest in, and you have a pure asset in your hand that you can hold over a period of time. So let's look at it this way. Money. You deposit your money in a bank. Your bank takes that money and loan leverages it out 10 to 1. And they're getting 8, 10, 12%, whatever it is they're doing, putting out loans. What are they giving you? 0.123 or 0.0456. Literally nothing. However, if you could take some of that money that you have in the bank that's not earning you anything because it's fiat currency, transfer it over to or exchange it for a physical asset. And the physical assets that I always talk about is silver and gold. More so silver. Why silver? Silver has over a thousand industrial uses. For gold, that is, gold only has a 14% industrial use. Silver, as I found out weekly, I was surprised to find out that silver is used by NASA. And guess what? Satellites. They're in your cell phones. They're in your laptops. Most of your handheld devices have silver. Your televisions have silver. Your computers have silver. Silver is the ultimate asset, in my opinion, because right now it's affordable. So my question for you is, why aren't you leveraging your money? Are you putting your money to work? Are you preserving your assets? Are you preserving your purchasing power? If you're not, why not? It can be done. Now, there are a lot of companies out there that offer stuff, but many of them offer you a asset that's overpriced, if you can get it at all. And that's one of the problems with buying silver and gold, is that a lot of people don't know where they can get it. Now, I've bought silver from a whole bunch of different companies, but I really narrowed it down to two. And I was buying silver in coins, basic coins. I mean, you can get silver in quarters, dimes, pre-World War II, I believe it was, nickels that had like 30-40% silver in them. But that's nickels, dimes, quarters, Kennedy half dollars, and so on. And then there's coins that you can buy that have just an intrinsic value. In other words, I buy metals like this. This is an Australian redback, pure silver coin, 999, minted by that country's mint, and I purchased through a dealer of sorts. So in other words, there's just the company that I chose to use, and I've been doing that for a while. So I'm glad I still have all those what I've done. But I stepped up my game. See, I went from buying the basic metals in the basic form, like I've just shown you, and I went up to the investment grade. Now, that's a whole different ballgame, bro. That's getting in league with the big boys now, because I've known this stuff was around, but I never really knew how to get it. I mean, you can go to a coin dealer, or you can go to a broker or a pawn shop. Yeah, they'll give you what you want, but you're gonna pay for it. Like some coins I bought, like this one. I've been buying silver when it was $17 an ounce. Caught a few at 15. Now those are worth $26 for the silver content that it is. So think about that. I mean, it's not like getting interest in a bank, the little interest that you might get anyway, but this has a solid value. This will never go to zero. It won't, because of the pure silver content. Now, what I'm getting into when I say I've stepped up my game, and the people I'm associated with, and the team that I'm associated with, we're knocking it out the park. This is what I'm buying now. This is a collector's corner, MS69. Just got that in the mail yesterday. MS69. Because the owner of this company, there are only 13 people in the world that are authorized to go to the U.S. Mint and purchase gold and silver at bulk. Just purchase it straight out from the mint. One of those 13 people, that company that he owns, is now what I'm dealing with, who I'm associated with, and whose system I'm leveraging to create extra money. See, if you aren't making an extra $300 to $500 a week, ask yourself why. You can do this, you can generate that while you're still doing your current job. See, it's Warren Buffett that said, if you're not working, if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work till you die. Flat out. And he's said that on many interviews, many times. So, if you want to learn how to generate $300 to $500 a week, just shoot me a message. Put your inbox me. Put your email address in there. Hit the like button. Share this with your friends. And share it to other people, because YouTube's not going to let other people get this info unless I get some shares and likes on there. And I hope you find the content interesting. Because see, here's another point I want to make. The precious metals that you hold in your hand, that's an asset. See, your savings account, the money you think is money sitting in there, is nothing but a digital representation. So when you get this or this delivered to your doorstep by FedEx in the mail, and it's in your hand, that's exactly that. That's money in your hand. That's a physical asset in your hand. Your dollar representation at the bank is exactly that. It's an electronic digit, a representation that doesn't have a backing by gold or silver. It's just the promise of the government. Hell, that crap we went through in 2008, it didn't go away. They doubled down. All the funny games and schemes they were pulling to build up to that, nobody went to jail. 2008 came, they didn't correct anything. They doubled, tripled, and flipped down since then. Think about all this money printing that's going on. And you think really that money's free? You think them stimulus checks you're getting for the few people that got them is free? Taxes are coming. Just look at California. They're already trying to tax people on it, and a new tax year isn't here. Hell, California is going after people that moved away from the state 5 years ago, trying to say that because they made money there, they want more taxes. It's crazy. But if you have this, ain't nobody taxing it. See, physical metals aren't tied to the fiat digital tracking system. In other words, this is not tied to your digital bank account. It's not. It's once you have it, you have it. That's it. There ain't no tracking it, ain't no taxing it, whatever. That's yours. And the system that we're leveraging now, there's only about 20,000 of us building this, and the community is growing. It is a community, folks, because we had a conference call a few days ago, and one of the brother Ron was talking about a woman that got in this company that's only been around about 4 years, but she's been in about 3 years. And come January, this past January, she lost her job. Now, of course, anybody lose their job, the fear is, what are they going to do? Well, she didn't have to worry about that. And I'm sure there was some worry, but because of what she did prior to that, she was able to ride it through. She took some of her coins and sold them back. See, our system, we will buy it back from you. You don't have to go to the broker down the street or go to eBay or somewhere online where you're only going to get half of what you actually spend for it, or half of what it's actually worth, if they give you anything at all, because they know the value. They just hoping that you don't know the value. We will give you that value back. See, we're buying it damn near at cost. That's because the owner can go to the mint and buy it directly without the markups. It's provided into the system. See, he's built a whole system around that. And hopefully, you'll be one to join us too. So that's what this is about. I tell everybody I know, and I feel, I'm happy for the few people that did listen to me about a year ago that did start buying metals or whatever. Last week, I put out a little message to them. I'm happy for you. Your silver has gone up. Because they weren't really tracking it, but they knew it was an investment. They're happy as hell right now. Will you? How about you? How about next month? You can start today. You can start today putting the gears in motion to generate an extra $200-300 a week to help yourself. And what's so powerful about that is right now, that's what's keeping people, or should be keeping people in the house. That $200 to $300 a week makes a difference of a family being out on the street or keeping a roof over their head, being able to eat or paying a light bill where they won't have to choose, or keeping a roof over your head and still being able to afford to make your car payment. So that's what $300 to $500 a week can do, and you can do it if you want to. You just have to make a choice. Are you ready to change? Are you ready to do something different? Use your job that you have now to generate wealth. See, because if you don't come from a wealthy family, then let's Let's hope that a wealthy family can come from you, and you can start that now. So hit the like button below, share my video or share my content, give me some comments, let me know what you think. And let's, especially here if you're in Vegas, give me a shout out. We can build groups together. We can build groups and start our own communities here, so we don't have to have our friends standing at food lines or whatever. And don't get it twisted. I still hold a job, and when I'm driving to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, past a certain high school, just like every other week, I see a line wrapped around from the parking lot, in the back of that parking lot, around the school, then back out on the street, headed out by at least half a mile of cars waiting for people to get some help or assistance with food, whatever's available to be handed out. And it hurts my heart because it's probably because they ran out of money. They don't have enough to cover. After they cover the essentials, what else is left? Don't let that be you. As a matter of fact, if you have kids, you have 1 kid, 2 kids, if you have a husband, have a full-time job and you're not doing anything, you can build this. If you have a full-time job and your husband don't, you can build this. If both of you want to build something together for your children, you can do this. Put those extra hours a week. If you're watching 6 hours of television per day, you need to cut that down to 3. It's just my opinion. Because who's screwing who, housewives of Atlanta, and who's doing who in California has no bearing on your well-being. None of it. It doesn't put any money in your pocket. It doesn't put food in your cabinet. It don't put gas in your tank. Let's keep it real. Right now, it's about acquiring assets. It's about making your money work for you. It's about hedging your bets. So you have car insurance, but most people don't have insurance. Most people have insurance in the house. They have insurance on a lot of things, but they don't have the bets to put their money to work, so they have some type of backup insurance of their own in case things go sour. You think about all those people having that are living through the fires in California. How about getting flooded out on the East Coast? What do they have if all they have is just a job? So you got to not only diversify your income, you need to diversify how you make your money. You need to diversify what you do with your money. And even that, break it down. See, again, this is real. Investment grade. This is taking it up to the next level, on a professional level, on a big boy level, as I was told. And it's been working out. Again, if you're here in Vegas, let's build our groups here. You don't need to go ask nobody for help. You don't need to go to a payday loan store. How about start with your family? Get your siblings, get your cousins. If you got kids, you shouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that you don't have at least some coins put away for a rough time. Think about it. Get back with me. It's JT. Out.